Hey guys, so today I decided that I wanted to do another swatch video. I feel like I haven't done one in a while. So I'm going to swatch and review the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I feel like a lot of people are going to want to get their hands on it. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. The first thing I wanted to do was see swatches and reviews. So I am going to do that for you guys today. I did film this look using this palette. So this is going to be the video that's going to go up after this review. So keep your eyes peeled if you want to see how I got this look. And yeah, so if you guys want to stick around to see the swatches and my review at the end of the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, then just keep on watching. So the first shadow from this palette is Tempera. It is a velvety beige with an ultra matte finish. This is going to be great as a brow bone highlight. It has that perfect undertone and it's just going to really highlight and lift the brow bone. The next shadow is Golden Ochre. It is an earthy yellow with an ultra matte finish. I think this is going to be a great transition shade, and as you can see, even though it looks really light in the palette, it is actually very pigmented and comes off really nicely when you swatch it. And now this is the first of the three metallic shadows in this palette. This is Vermeer. It is an iridescent shell with a metallic finish. I think this is going to look great on the inner corner to give your eyes that brightened, highlighted look, or pop this on the center of your lid or all over the lid space, or even to highlight the brow bone. Now this is Buen Fresco. It is an antique lavender with an ultra matte finish. This is already an eyeshadow pan by Anastasia, but I'm so glad that they included it into this palette because I feel like it's going to be a great transition shade for a lot of looks. Now here's another one of their metallic shadows in this palette, and this is Antique Bronze. It is a metallic sable with a satin finish. I think this shadow is just so pretty. It's really delicate, yet still has that nice sheen to it. It's going to look really good to enhance any eye makeup looks. Now this has to be one of the standout shadows in this palette. This is Love Letter. It is a raspberry with an ultra matte finish. This is one of the shadows that I was absolutely in love with when I just got this palette. I think it is so interesting. The only thing is when you do swatch it, it is a little bit chalky and has a little bit of a drier consistency, but it is not taken away from the pigmentation whatsoever. Now I have a thing for dark brown shadows. This is Cypress Humper. It is a dark coffee with an ultra matte finish. It is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it is so pigmented and so buttery. I am so in love with this shadow from this palette. Now here is another shadow that I think is going to be a great transition shade. This is Raw Sienna. It is a neutral amber with an ultra matte finish, and once again these shadows appear really light on the palette, but they are actually very pigmented and they're going to be beautiful transition shades. Now this is Burnt Orange. It is a deep orange with an ultra matte finish. I think this is another great shadow that's going to be a great transition shade. It is such a pretty shadow and it has like that slight orangey warmness compared to Raw Sienna. And this is the last metallic shadow in this palette. This is Primavera. It is a shimmery gold dust with a metallic finish. I absolutely love this shadow. I think this is such a beautiful shadow to pop on the center of your lid to create that halo effect, or to just pop all over your lid or even inner corner. It is a beautiful gold shimmery shadow. Now this is Red Ochre. It is a sienna color with an ultra matte finish. I absolutely love this shadow. I think it is so beautiful. I love how it has that slight warmth with that red and brown undertones. I think this is going to really look great with all of the other shadows. Now this is Venetian Red. It is a crimson with an ultra matte finish. It is similar to Love Letter, but it has a little bit more red undertones in it, and I think that it is so cool that they put a red shadow in this palette. It really makes this palette stand out and different from any other palette. I absolutely love this shadow. This is Warm Taupe. It is an earthy gray with an ultra matte finish. I think it is so cool that they have a mix of warm tones and cool tone shadows in this palette, because if you have been watching my channel, you know that I love to combine warm and cool tones into an eye makeup look. And last but not least, this is Real Gert. I hope I'm saying that right. It is a brick with an ultra matte finish. I feel like an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette would not be complete if it didn't have a shadow of this shade in it. I absolutely love this shadow, and it's going to really complement every eye look that you use it in, and it's going to look great through the crease to warm it up. So that was all the swatches of the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. So now on to my review. So let me first start off by saying that when I just saw the palette, I was like, whoa, it looks beautiful. All the colors looked stunning, but then I was like, I don't know why, slightly disappointed. I was like, oh, I feel like they could have done a little better. I was like, it's so pink, it's so cranberry. I feel like it's not going to be so marketable to a lot of people. But then I got the palette and my mind changed completely. I completely changed my decision about this palette. I absolutely love it so much. That's why you can't judge a book by its cover. you gotta first read it, you know? So I got the palette. It's very Velcro, not Velcro, it's like velour. Yeah, velour. I don't know if people even use that term these days. Like back in the day, people used to have like velour clothing and velour pants. So this is what it feels like. I love the feeling of it. I think it's so fun and so different, but it's a little scary because I feel like it's gonna get dirty. So I don't know about how I feel about that, but I don't know, I still absolutely love it. I love how there's like this rose gold coppery logo of Anastasia, and the Modern Renaissance, just sleek and just shows you exactly what the name of the palette is. And then when you open it, it's just absolutely stunning. Like, the eyeshadow pans are bigger than any of their other palettes, and plus there's more. I was a little scared that there wasn't going to be a black shadow. For some reason, for me, I always need a palette, or I like palettes that have a brow bone highlight, transition shades, color, and a black shadow. I don't know why, but that's why I was a little worried that it wasn't going to have a black shadow. But then I realized, I was like, I never use liners or anything, and this shadow right here, seriously, it fulfills my black shadow wants. All the shadows are absolutely stunning. As you can see, I don't know if you could really see the swatches that well, but even the lightest transition shades are still so pigmented. They're absolutely amazing. They're creamy, they're pigmented, stunning. I think this is definitely by far one of the best palettes Anastasia has to date. So my only downfall of this palette is that when you do swatch the shadows, or when you do pick up the shadows with a brush, there is a lot of fallout. So let me show you. So this is the brush that comes with it. I absolutely love this brush. This side is a great blending brush. So when you go into the shadow, I don't know if you can see it, but like there's fallout. And the only thing you have to do is just tap it off. That's what I learned. Tap it off and then you're good to go and you won't have any fallout on your cheeks. But that's the only thing. It's just they're chalky, so they do have a little bit of fallout within the shadow when you pick it up. But then tap off the brush and that should be fine. So the range of shadows are absolutely amazing. I think you can create so many looks with this palette. You can create so many daytime looks, colorful, fun looks, and nighttime looks. I absolutely love it. This is the look I came up with. I am going to be uploading this look right after this video, so if you guys do want to see any other looks or any other shadows being used in this palette, please don't forget to let me know down in the comments, and I will definitely film another look using it. And yeah, I think that should be it. So all in all, I think this is an absolute, my voice just cracked, I'm getting emotional. I think this is an absolutely amazing palette. I think that everyone is gonna love it. I mean, if you love color and if you really wanna step out of your comfort zone with this palette, then definitely get it, because I think it's so beautiful and it's really versatile. You can create so many looks, so many neutral looks, colorful, fun looks, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I shouldn't have judged it right from the beginning, because I think this is going to be one of my new favorite palettes. So if you guys want to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter, that'd be right here, as well as down in the description box, and I'll have a link down below to the palette if you guys want to get it and get your hands on it, because I feel like a lot of people are going to want to get their hands on it. And yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for this palette, I was about to say, for this look coming up next, and that should be it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!